A lot of people say the reason why blues and greens are so appealing to the human eye is because of our innate relationship with nature. Blues of the ocean and water, and greens of trees and food crops and mountains and valleys that could signify fertile land. And I think there's a lot of truth in that. In fact, I think that's spot on. G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, and in this video I'm going to take you through my deep green, and we'll also check out what's been happening on our small acreage. Let's get into it. That orange there's been stung all over, and that's the problem I'm having with these moths. Stinging the fruit, and I think I've lost at least a third of our crop on the ground here. You can see them all falling down. Real shame. Citrus fruit piercing moth. There's the telltale sign. They usually suck on one end of it, pierce the fruit, and then the fruit dies, falls off the tree. There's nothing wrong with raking a few of these fellas underneath the tree, but I'm going to collect most of them and stick them in the compost pile because they'll make nice compost for the garden. But, you know, half a dozen or so, I'm just going to flick them underneath the tree. They're not diseased, they're just sucked on by a moth, so there's no eggs or anything in them. They'll just rot down underneath the tree and go back into the soil, and it's good for the soil. That one was chewed on. Good boy. You can hear them, the birds in the trees. There's heaps of them. There's less now because I walked over and disturbed them. But little birds, big birds, magpies, the minor birds, they're all making a big commotion. You can tell something's going on or something's not right by the wildlife. And so I've walked over here. I couldn't see anything. There's pretty much didn't understand what was going on, and it's gone. There is a snake here. It's a python, and I wonder, let's see if we can find him. Let's look at the birds. The bird there, where has he moved to? He was lying across here, that's why I locked Scooter up before Scooter saw him, and then Scooter might have attacked him and got into a big fight with a python, and probably a nasty bite. Let's see if we can. He was going this way, I was pretty sure. The only reason I've come out here was because to find out what the noise was about. Ah, there he is. There he is, he's going up this tree. It's quite a big fella. Okay. Get a nice shot of him. It's odd to see them out in the daytime. Don't know where he's coming from. But yeah, all the birds noticed them, that's for sure. And they let everyone know. It's funny to see all those birds grouped together. I wish I would have shown or been able to show you what was going on. But there was several different species of birds all in the same tree, and they were squawking and looking. I thought that there must have been a tree snake somewhere, but it was the python that was on the ground. He's probably 1.5 meters, maybe a bit longer. I think it was the blackjack that I planted in the middle here. I had a few seeds left over. I found the packet in the seed cupboard, and it was 2015, so very old seed. And the seed didn't come up, so I've transplanted some from around here, transplanted them into the middle here, and you can see the transplanting, I tried as best as I could, isn't going as well as I would like, but they will survive. And whichever is the strongest, probably this one, I reckon, I will leave, and I'll then remove this one later, but we'll see how they pan out. But now I'm just thinning out each one of these to the strongest one before they get too big and try to outcompete each other. And you just leave one, because these are big plants, and this bed will be plenty enough big for 4. That one there seems to be a head start on these two, so that one's growing the strongest. Remove these. I won't transplant these up, this will be enough for us. I've got some squash that'll go into another garden bed somewhere, so I don't need these. These will just probably go to the chickens. Anyone want some birdie num nums? I'm not sure if you like them. A bit of a taste, and maybe not for you. Alright, fair enough. What do you want? You want to go out? I've got to be honest, I don't mind the deep green. I don't mind the isolation. I'm pretty much used to it. This is what I love doing. In fact, this type of lifestyle is what we chose to do, to get away from the city and to be isolated just that little bit, and to be as self-sufficient as possible. And that has helped us tremendously, well, me personally as an individual and us as a family. So this isolation thing isn't a huge deal for us, although it is still a pain that we can't see family and you just can't go and do what you want to do, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, keep your chin up and give me a big isolation thumbs up. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And look at the sun just coming out now, like, well, I'll let you think about that in the comment section. Cheers.